Good evening, DeSoto Landing neighbors. My name is Harry Lehman, and I am running for a DeSoto Landing Board of Directors seat. I wanted to take a moment to introduce myself. I simply want to communicate who I am so that you can decide for yourself whether or not voting for me makes sense. And if it doesn't, that's just fine. We can still be neighbors and I hope friends. We are a diverse group. We have people who live here, we have people who rent here, and people who neither rent nor live here. We need a board that reflects this diversity and represents all of our interests, not just the interests of the minority group to which they all belong personally. 100% of the current board members are full-time residents, which means that some 2/3 of the property owners who don't live here are unrepresented. I've historically rented my home 8 to 10 weeks a year and used it personally for the rest of the year. I think I would bring a much-needed balancing perspective to the board. The thing about our diverse makeup is that it makes agreeing on things challenging. Reaching consensus is hard. It takes a lot of patience, empathy, and energy. But it's still worth pursuing, because when we have communal buy-in, we can affect stable, durable outcomes. The alternative to persuasion is imposition, forcing your vision upon your neighbors against their will. To be sure, this is the easier path, but I don't believe it is the answer. It destroys trust, creates tribalism and animosity, and spawns resistance efforts that hamper progress and poison the community's culture. If you're like me, you've probably felt some of these effects lately. As a board member, I will fight for consensus. I will listen. I will take the concerns of my neighbors seriously, and I'll seek solutions that everyone can live with. I am also committed to your rights as a property owner in DeSoto Landing. These rights are outlined in our covenants and restrictions. It's what we all signed up for when we purchased property here. Most importantly, these rights directly impact the value proposition of home ownership in this community and are a part of what makes your home valuable. Precisely because these rights are so important, they require a 2/3 majority to change per our bylaws. Recent efforts to circumvent this requirement for majority approval and instead impose restrictions on these rights from the city level have been temporarily successful. I want to be clear that I oppose these efforts and any effort from any group or any person to degrade or change the rights you had at the time you purchased your property, including the right to rent your home should you choose to do so. I'm not running because I want to look after the interests of one particular minority group. I'm running because I want to see everyone represented. I want balance, fairness, and transparency. I want to see our full-time residents taken care of, but not in a way that strips property rights from the rest of the community. DeSoto Landing is a special place for me. I know that it is for all of you too. I want to protect that in a way that all of our neighbors can live with. If my views and vision for the community align with yours, I hope you'll consider voting for me on August 14th. Thank you, and God bless.